Hello everyone, and welcome back to On Trends CC. This is a series where I look at 10 pieces of CC, or a little set of CC. They're going to be pieces that I think are on trend for 2024. So some of the trends for 2024 are lush greenery, so bringing the outside in, earthy colours, eco-friendly materials, soothing atmosphere, so going warmer rather than colder, sustainability, maximalism, personality rich, so using things like vintage with modern pieces, and minimalism with a twist. So those are some of the key trends for 2024. We are going to be looking at the kitchen today. So we're going to be looking specifically some of the key trends for the kitchen in 2024 and a few pieces that I've checked out and picked for this trend. So the pieces that I like to pick out, I like to focus on one particular trend. Obviously it'll cover some of the other trends as well. So today I want to focus on the dual color trend for 2024. So that's items with the dual tones, so it's using a neutral base and bringing pops of dual colors, so like your dark reds, your dark greens, your dark blues, and that sort of ties in with one of the trends for the kitchen in 2024, which is quiet luxury. So this is midnight blues, blacks, raw marbling, metallic shine, rich browns, and neutrals. So that's a really interesting trend, I think, for kitchens in 2024. I wanted to explore that a little bit more. The set that I thought would work really well with this, now this is just for the cabinetry. So the cabinetry I have chosen from Madame Rhea, and it is the Basic Luxe Kitchen. I thought the dual colours were absolutely lovely, really suited the trends of 2024, because if you have a look at them, you've got your metallics there. Bringing in the different mixed metals is another trend for 2024 with the kitchens. So it's mixing gold, silver and brass for a vintage warmth. The dual tones here, let's have a look at some of the colours here. So you've got a darker green with the silver, and then we've got like the midnight blue with the silver and different shades of the blue. I'd probably like the darker tones. Obviously they're more suited to our dual tones, and then you can go into your blacks and that sort of thing as well. But I really liked that we had the metals that worked with like the kitchen islands and the cabinets and stuff. I thought that was absolutely lovely and absolutely perfect for 2024. Looking at the rest of the cabinet, so we have a fridge nook here. I'll just bring these down so they do match. The cabinets, let's have a look at what we have as far as the options go. So we've got a small end cabinet, plain corner cabinet, and then a longer. So they're all pretty plain. We don't have any decorations on the inside with these. Well, I do like that little empty corner. That's cute. And then the end. Okay. So those are the styles that we have as far as the hanging cabinets go. Now, one of the trends for kitchens with the cabinets is we are moving away from having like a really long row of just cabinets. It's more about out of the box storage. So things like your floating islands, vintage hutches, cabinets for storage, shelves rather than streamlined built-in cabinet. Another part of why I liked the set is that we actually have like little shelves. So we've got a half tile and a full tile, so you can mix and match with the cabinets and create like different little shelving options. So I thought that was really cool that we would be able to do something like that, and it does come with a matching bar as well. Another trend for 2024 is creating dedicated bar areas. It doesn't necessarily have to be alcohol, it could be coffee, tea, whatever you like, but dedicated bar areas, so creating those as part of your kitchen, is a trend for 2024. So the next piece we're going to look at is from Felix Andre, and this comes from their Shadow Kitchen. And I loved this copperware, so I thought this would be absolutely perfect in the kitchen. We talked about one of the trends for 2024 being mixed metals, so mixing gold, silver and brass for a vintage warmth, and I thought these worked absolutely perfectly for creating just a little bit of clutter and lived in sort of warmth for the kitchen and bringing in that mixed metal vibe as well. So I thought those would be absolutely perfect. So that's Felix Andre from the Shadow Kitchen collection. Okay, next up we have the clutter from House of Harlots's kitchen collection. So we have this gorgeous little cutting board set, and it does have a few different colors there. We have plates, black or white, and same colors again in this flat cutting board, black and white in the bowls. We don't have any color options in the glasses, but that makes sense. And we have a bread basket, 3 colors in that, more glasses. The reason I chose the clutter from this particular set was basically the glasses, because I absolutely love them. And we have a kitchen carafe and also a wine rack. You know, we can't have kitchens really without clutter. It just gives that lived in feel, like, you know, they actually do go in and use the kitchen. So yeah, I wanted a little bit of clutter that I could choose from and add into our kitchen. I wanted a little bit of clutter that we could use in the kitchen when we build the on-trend room in the next episode. So I thought those would be a great choice, and I absolutely love the glasses. I want separate glasses, but I'll take those as well. Next up, we have a sink, and this comes from Nickname from their Wood Point Kitchen. And I actually really like the sink. It's really simple but really attractive. So I thought it would actually be a really good addition to the room, and I also liked that it came in a couple of different palettes as well. So there are some options there. I quite like the grey, and bringing in the silver metal, that would work really nicely with the mixed metal trend that we have going on for 2024, and it looked really nice with the marble counters as well, so I thought that would be a nice mix. So one thing we need a lot more of in the game is art. So there are a few pieces that I've found that I thought might work really nicely with this. So I probably won't use all of these in the kitchen. Yeah, I thought these were absolutely lovely, and it would be nice to have like some little art options. So I love the abstract one here. I thought that was really cute. Now these are from a CC creator called Neferu. They've done a fabulous job just creating some really lovely different paintings with different vibes. So this is like a water vibe, and this is abstract, that's sort of your beachy vibe and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure which pieces will work really well with the room. I mean, you don't really know until you build the room, but I was thinking some of these, like this piece here with the different flowers and this one here, I felt really worked well with the nature inspired trend. So it's sort of bringing in botanic wallpapers, and I thought artwork as well would work really nicely as part of the nature inspired vibe that we have going on in 2024. Abstract always works nicely though for modern rooms. There's one more piece, and I love this piece. So this is like tree, abstract tree. So again, some of these might be really nice with the jewel tones too. So I'm really interested to see how these work with the room. I love artwork, so I'm very buzzed to use these. Next up, we have a small appliance, and this comes from SixamCC from the Spring Kitchen collection. So I chose Judah's tea kettle as a little piece of small appliance. I liked the different colors, but particularly the black, white and silver, because I thought they would work well as a nod to the metallic kind of vibe that we have going on, the mixed metal vibe that we have going in 2024. I do have a couple of options here for fridges, a fridge and an oven, a dishwasher and another dishwasher. So dishwasher with a towel, dishwasher without. I'm not 100% if I'm going to use these or another. I've got another large appliance option as well, so it's kind of going to depend on how the kitchen goes. But I really love these once again with the mixed metals. I felt like they would actually work really well in the kitchen, but it does sort of depend on how the tones end up and whether or not I will actually be able to use them. So speaking of large appliances, the large appliances that I was looking at were from the Beam Kitchen from Tuds. So we have like the kitchen cooktop here, which I really like. They've got an appliance tower here as well, so we might be able to like add an appliance like the built-in microwave. So I really like that. I just don't know whether or not I'm actually going to be able to match these cabinets to these cabinets, if you know what I mean. So I was a little bit nervous about using them. I think they're very cool. Whether or not I can actually use those, I don't know the answer to that. But we do have a kitchen dishwasher that we have, and also the built-in microwave. It can be placed separately. The kitchen stove, we can have the oven and the cooktop rather than just the cooktop, so that's an option there as well. So those are the large appliances that I was looking at. We also have the kitchen stove hood as well, which is a round one. I thought that was actually quite cool. So I'm going to use, so it's a little bit different. I'm kind of like vacillating between the two sort of kitchen appliances. It really does depend on how the tones and stuff work out. So I'll either use the SixamCC, the Spring 6 kitchen appliances, either that, or I'll use these ones from Tuds, from their Beam Kitchen collection. So next up we have It's just pretty simple, but we have a curtain, and this comes from SIMcredible, and it comes from their Nature in Kitchen collection. And I thought these curtains were absolutely gorgeous. I saw them and I was like, oh, I love them. And I thought because of the colours, we could probably make them work. That brings in sort of like the neutrality, so the warm neutral vibe into the room, because we're going to be mixing in neutrals with the jewel tone. So I thought that would actually be quite a nice touch to have something like one of those curtains on the windows, because one of the trends for 2024, we talked about how nature inspired is a big trend. How that applies to kitchens is it's going to mean less upper cabinetry. So we talked about that with out of the box storage. Rather than the streamlined built-in cabinets, we're going to have shelves and cabinets and vintage hutches and things like that. So with less upper cabinetry, it means more windows, and it also means layered lighting rather than overhead bright lights. So going a little bit more softer on the lighting, and natural fibers. So you can see that there in the curtains. And we talked about bringing botanic wallpapers into it as well. So I thought these curtains could be a really good fit in the kitchen. It's going to be interesting to see how it all sort of plays out. But these come from SIMcredible and the Nature in Kitchen collection. We have this kitchen island that comes from Syboulette, and that comes in their Millenial Part 3 collection. I really like the options with the colours, and I thought they actually might work really nicely with the curtains that we just looked at from SIMcredible, just having that sort of natural look. So it just brings in the natural side of things to work in with our jewel tones. So it's going to be interesting finding the balance with jewel tones as well as sort of natural side of the wood tones. And then last but certainly not least, we have these little kitchen rails. Again, these bring in the mixed metal vibe. I really felt like the quiet luxury kind of thing with the jewel tones and the metallic shine and the mixed metals. I thought those trends would work really well together. So this is why I chose these little kitchen rails, and they come from SIMagination with the Rutland kitchen. Actually, the Rutland kitchen was my second choice, like almost was my first choice for cabinetry. It's an absolutely gorgeous kitchen, and I felt like worked really well as a trending kitchen as well, but I ended up going with the Madame Ria Basic Luxe kitchen instead. You get like lots of options with the colors, with the mixed metals, and I thought that was absolutely perfect and on trend for 2024. And of course we want to have some hanging stuff up on our walls in the kitchen as well, just to add that cluttered feel. Well, this wraps up this episode of On Trend CC. We have looked at jewel tones in the kitchen as our main trend, and I hope you join me when I build a kitchen using the items we have just showcased today and see how this all comes together. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put all the CC creators and links in the description below so that you can find them and download them for yourself if you would like to. And don't forget to support the creators as well, because they work really hard on this and create fabulous things. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.